What was it? Yeah, let me see. What motivates you to go the extra mile on a project or a job? I came to a point where going extra mile became a standard, and mm, to do that, to do that, you have to put yourself in actively engaged power mode and go for it. Yeah, there's when you're an entrepreneur, there's so many things to do, so many bridges to build, and that's yeah, it gets very hectic. Um, but yeah, extra mile. And what motivates you? My main drive is to contribute to make a better world. Yeah, that sounds very maybe a bit utopian and maybe like some miss on a pageant, but what you would say. But yeah, that's how I feel, and that's my main drive. That's what I keep in front, and that's what I go after. Yeah, but I have many things that push me forward, like pull me forward and push me forward, like four-wheel drive. Um, let's say, as a kid, I didn't have really easy childhood, as we were moving a lot. I was born in the capital of Croatia, and we were living there for my first 4 years, and then we moved here to Dalmatia. But also, not only we were moving from the town nearby to this place here, and this house was all my life, and still today is in building, and home as comfy, cozy, that place static, and was actually not there. Yeah, so never. Yeah, like the true meaning of what I perceive as what home should be, and I didn't have that. So now I'm looking to make that for my kids, and so they can feel from other side to learn, not to learn from other side what that means to have a home, the true meaning of it. Yeah, and then they can continue on that track for yeah. Also, the in my teens, war happened in Croatia, Serbo-Croatians and Bosnians, and we are Serbo-Croatian family, and we lived here during the war, so that was not easy, and there was things happening then that I really don't feel much to talk about, but maybe I should. Maybe I should, because I see today many people didn't learn their lesson. Yeah. But anyway, what else? I have many drives. I had somebody here the other day, I don't know, some time ago, and he said he was talking about somebody, how somebody like that guy, he bought a Mercedes, like in a manner that's something wrong. So what if somebody bought a luxury car, Mercedes or whatever? If he in his life was working and he earned it fairly and squarely, so what? Yeah, if that's your preference, find something that you like and go after it. Try to be in limits. Yeah, but so what? Nice car. I want a nice car. I'm a car enthusiast, not as car enthusiast as in I want a Lambo or Ferrari or those are nice things, but not my personal preference. Yeah, and I'm not car enthusiast as in I'm like some car mechanic would be, but I'm a car enthusiast as in I like to keep in I like to know the new technologies and new stuff that comes on the market, and I want a nice car that can drive me and my family comfortably again around, and where we can travel somewhere. Yeah. I had a thing where me and my kids, we were fantasizing. We're gonna go there, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then at one point, both of them, and now they're 8 and 5 years old. My son is 8, my daughter is 5, and both of them, they said, "But Daddy, you don't have money," and that hurt. When your kids tell you that you're broke, that's just something, like stabs you in the heart. But they are kids, and they're not, they're straightforward. Straightforwardness is something that we should all learn from. Yeah. And what I told them, I said, "Don't worry, man. Dad is working, and Dad is gonna make money, and we're gonna do stuff." Yeah. And people, when there's talk about that, they are ashamed. You should not be ashamed of your situation. You should be ashamed of your situation if you're the cause. If you're entirely to blame. If you're to blame. And then, if you don't do nothing about it to fix it, in case you did something that brought you to that situation. Yeah. But if you're hardworking and you're learning and you're going forward and you're doing all the right things, you shouldn't be ashamed. When it comes to that, I was thinking about I had some. I as I said, my acquaintances and friends were from very various socioeconomic backgrounds, and you go to people and they come to you, and I was thinking how that what happened with my kids when they told me that you don't have money. That made me think how well I was never rich, but in my life I was working and I had some like normal. I was living normal, and when I would come, there was a family which had like 2 families, and I would be coming there, and they had like 5 kids, and my joy would be to take those 5 kids somewhere for pizza or movies or whatever, And then I figured later that parents, they were not really happy about it. We never spoke about it, but now I can see why. But that's wrong. If there is something that you don't like, you should communicate and get it on the open, and then we can arrange stuff to work both ways. Yeah, not after 10 years when there is occasion for you to, I don't know. Communication is very important. Anyway, yeah, I like I like a nice car, so that's also what's driving forward. I'm looking forward to see a look on my son is also he likes cars, like he entire his childhood was collecting the little little ones, and then also we were going to movies where there was cars, and he would be really into it. And he kind of inherited that from me, I guess. From what I can see, and I can't help. Well, I can't wait to see a look on his face when we go to pick up our car. Yeah. And then I'm planning to take them on and us to a trip. I'm planning a trip to Billund, Denmark, where there is Legoland, and my kids are very big fans of Legos, and that's gonna be nice. And then to stop along the way and on some places and enjoy a bit of life together. Yeah. And many things, you'll find yours. The job that I do requires some stuff, which I was enthusiastic again for my whole life, and I spent quite a deal of money and time on it for a very long time. Yeah, my first computer I bought in the 90s with my girlfriend, and yeah, that computer stayed in my possession. Yeah, that's one story again. And yeah, so for a very long time I was learning about technology and working with it a bit and getting to myself acquainted with the software and hardware, and came time to be where I needed new equipment. And also I was already then in the hard times, and I had to continue what I do. This is what I do today. I sold my car, where I invested part of it from the money that I could get to into my business. But not only that, my other personal belongings, which I bought throughout my life, I sold, and then I bought the equipment that I needed, like my bike, like my other things, to continue what I do. And I could tell you also some other things where I went extra mile by bus and on foot, just to continue to do what I do. And then the last 3 years to continue what I do, work hard, penniless. By bus and by foot. When I was getting this equipment, I hardly got to the money from different sides. To be able to buy that. And then we were not in the EU yet, and to get new equipment was still a problem, as I was calling different shops, small and big, to see where I can get the equipment that I need, and none of them would help me. Yeah. So what I did, I ordered from Austria, but I couldn't get it. So what I had to do, I already sold my car. I didn't have what way to go there, so I took a bus. And when I was going out, that's another story which I'm gonna tell now. I was going with the bus to pick up the equipment from Graz in Austria, from a shop, and as they would not send to Croatia yet, some companies now are I'm in contact with them because I'm continue to do this, so I'm gonna need some things more. And some companies now they're sending, as we are in the EU. But before, I couldn't get to a company who would send some equipment to Croatia, like a shop. And I went by bus, That's another customs story also, which was trouble before also. So I took a bus and I went to Graz, and on the exit from Croatia on the border, I asked the customs officer, I said, I have a list of things that I'm gonna go to buy, and when I come back I want to pay customs. Is there gonna be any problem? No, don't worry. Like in the afternoon you come back, you're gonna do that. So I went there, I spent a day there, and I came back late afternoon with the bus. Yeah, and when customs officer came to the bus and asked, do you have anybody have something to declare? I said, yeah, I have a bag of stuff, equipment, and I have receipts. And yeah, okay, come with us. Okay, and the bus is waiting. And I show them what I have, and I show them the receipts. Yeah, now it's gonna be a problem because you have more value than what is like allowed, just like this on the booth. What you can pay, you have to go there where all the trucks go, where all the there's a line where trucks go to declare. And I said, okay, I thought they're gonna put me there and we're gonna do that in 5 minutes or 10 and leave. But no, they put me in a line. Yeah. So a bus driver came to me after 10 minutes or so, and he said, listen, we have to go. I said, yes, I know, don't worry, go. And I was left on the border. And after I was waiting in the line, I came to office where they said, yeah, you're gonna have to go with this. Yeah, we can't do nothing now as it's Friday, the weekend is coming, and we don't know what to do with you actually. And okay, best is to you come back Monday. And I was like, what? And when I'm gonna leave my stuff? He said, yeah, leave it with us. And what I could do, I left it there, and yeah, and also they told me, don't come back here, go to the main building in Zagreb on Monday morning and pay customs there. So it's just what? But what you can do. And well, I went to Zagreb and waited on the customs for 3 days, where I again spent the whole morning in the customs office in front actually, waiting, where I paid customs and they had to check everything, like I don't know, like I'm importing weapons or something, and and then I had to get somebody to drive me to pick that up on the border, and then I came home late in the evening after 3-4 days. It's but extra mile, yeah. Very much extra mile, and many things. So, yep.